OMG, is Nelly already being caught cheating on Ashanti, all while in the middle of an arrest report for having ecstasy? Oh hell to the no. And y'all are suspecting that he could be cheating with his ex, who he was with for 7 years. Miss Jackson being Nelly, right, my ex, but. And Nelly, yes, okay, we didn't end on bad terms, there's no bad blood between us. And to leave that door open is very important to me on a friendship level. I mean, I still talk to his mom. My mom still talks to his mom. That connection is still there, Alexa Q. I Knew You Were Trouble by Taylor Swift. Oh, so it's a break, essentially, Yeah, you can say that a break a split. But I feel like it's important that we take the time to just do it. Me personally, I feel like it's important for me because if our relationship is going to come back, it's going to come back. If this break it's going is if this break is going to stop that it's kind of inevitable. If that makes sense. Okay, you guys, in another episode of Nelly getting his behind in trouble, he was recently arrested in a casino, and the cops found some pills on him. Nelly was asked to show his ID to police, and his info was run for verification, in accordance with Missouri Gaming Commission regulations. Surprise, surprise. When they ran the ID for verification, the police found Nelly had an active warrant for no insurance from a previous traffic stop conducted by Maryland Heights Police. He was arrested for the active warrant. And when he was searched, that's when 4 ecstasy pills were found on him. As a result, he was booked for felony possession and on a warrant for no vehicle insurance. Baby, have a couple of questions based on this arrest alone. For starters, why does Nelly have no vehicle insurance? Number 2, I'm asking myself the same question a lot of people were asking. Who was he popping those pills with? 'Cause it clearly wasn't his wife Ashanti, who was at home. Well, according to a lot of people on social media, Nelly was probably popping those pills with another woman. And we actually had a bunch of people saying this, like one person wrote Ashanti better to leave that ninja Nelly before the baby is born. He's clearly cheating. LMA. Oh, that's why I blocked her behind when I found out she was spinning the block. And I don't know where y'all got this, but we actually have a lot of people also saying that Nelly could be cheating on Ashanti with his ex Dantel Jackson. Child, is that why was she on social media the other day talking about her breakup from Nelly and how she is the one who pulled the plug because she wanted to find out if they actually needed a bit of space. I left because I wanted initially, I guess, space to see maybe will the space bring us back together, or do I need this space because I just need to rip off that band-aid. When we started our relationship, I was always on the road with him, traveling out of the country on concerts, all that good stuff. But then when it came to a point where I was home, more often building my company Shoe Gummy or just working on my brand, and him being on the road, me being on the road less with him, we started to grow apart. And it just became an issue with, what are we doing? What are we going to do? And we just had to come to the realization of, look, let's take this time and see if this split is going to bring it back full circle for us. Anyway, Chantel then went on to say that the space ended up being necessary to rip that band-aid off, and clarified that despite the split, there's no ill will between her and Nelly now. I don't know if that means that they are on speaking terms, but we have people speculating that Nelly could be cheating on Ashanti with Chantel. And while she emphasized that there was no dramatic reason for their split, social media users were quick to question her motives for discussing the breakup now, especially given Nelly's current marriage with Ashanti. The decision to revisit the breakup actually left many wondering about her intentions, with some speculating that she is trying to either divert attention from Nelly and Ashanti's relationship or get back with Nelly. Honey, if they actually got in touch and possibly hooked up, that would be insane. But to some people, even if Nelly isn't cheating with his ex, he's cheating with someone else. Remember, there were already rumors a few weeks ago that Nelly had gotten somebody else pregnant. And I'm going just leave this right here. She ain't pregnant 'cause he just had a music baby. She ain't pregnant 'cause he just had a baby. Let's get to know that other baby first. Yeah, Tasha K was the one spilling this tea. And when the rumor dropped that Nelly had impregnated another woman, Some people said that followers probably got the situation mixed up with Nell's daughter, who actually had a baby. But Tasha clarified that she wasn't talking about Nelly being a grandpa. She was talking about him fathering another child with a woman who was not Ashanti. And she even had screenshots alleging the baby boy, fathered by Nelly, lives in Atlanta. I mean, if the cheating rumors are actually true, it will be such a bummer, considering the reason why Shanti and Nelly initially broke up was because betrayed to Shanti. I think sometimes when people have their own insecurities, it allows them to act out of character. I've been betrayed. And I feel like again, you just have to grow, you have to grow up. You have to accept responsibilities for the things that you do. I'm not a big fan of people being cowards, you know what I mean. So I think that it's just really important to know yourself and understand what you want and get it. I'm in a different place. Right, Ashanti actually talked about the betrayal a few times, including another time in 2018 when a fan in the crowd cussed Nelly out, and Ashanti pointed at them and just said, "Word, I've been betrayed before," publicly at back. And now we're talking about Nelly not just cheating, but possibly cheating with his ex. Messy, messy, messy. Okay, that aside, can we also address Nelly and his using issue, since that's the reason why this drama has even come up now? Not so long ago, a video from his performance at Melbourne's Juice Best showed Nelly staring off into space, his eyes rolling all the way back and missing the cues for his song, causing fans to voice their concerns on social media. He was clearly on something. And Nelly actually has a history of substance use. Going back years, like back in 2012, cops discovered weed dope and a loaded firearm on Nelly's tour bus at a Border Patrol checkpoint in West Texas. At the time, a member of Nelly's entourage took responsibility for the items and was arrested, and others on the bus, including Nelly, were released again in 2015. Nelly's tour bus was stopped for not displaying legally required stickers. But in the process, cops also found illegal substances, as well as several firearms. Nelly ended up being charged with felony possession, simple possession of weed, and possession of the paraphernalia. Let's also not forget other instances that also involved using hard, like that time when a college student named Monique Green claimed Nelly took advantage of her on his tour bus. At the time, Nelly's attorney called the accusation false, citing greed and clout as Monique's motivations. A week later, the case was dropped after Monique failed to cooperate, her reason being that she believed the system would fail her. But court papers filed in the lawsuit also included allegations from two anonymous women in England who claimed that Nelly grabbed them and got off in front of them after being invited to hang out with him and his entourage in 2016 and 2017. So with Nelly once again getting arrested, and with the cheating rumors making rounds, people is saying that Ashanti may have really messed up. But do you know what Kelly's camp is saying? That there's some sort of witch hunt, and that the latest arrest was baseless. Nelly's lawyer, Scott Rosenblum, addressed the charges in a statement, saying that Nelly was not charged with possession. He said that he was arrested for no proof of insurance from 2018 on a warrant issued December 2023, of which he received no notice. According to the lawyer, Nelly was targeted by an overzealous out-offline officer who said that a background check was required after Nelly won a certain amount at the casino where he was arrested. He said, after winning several jackpots at a venue where Mr. Haynes frequently visits and entertains at its amphitheater, instead of just supervising the transfer of Mr. Hu's winnings, this officer felt compelled to needlessly run a check for warrants. The lawyer also said that the officer informed Nelly that a background check was mandated when a player won over a certain amount. But Nelly believed that this was untrue, as he had won several jackpots for similar or greater amounts before then. Once he was informed of the warrant for a no proof of insurance infraction, the officer felt compelled to handcuff Nelly behind his back and parade him through the casino in front of other patrons. Basically, the lawyer was saying that the officer conducted a search without probable cause, where he claimed to have found ecstasy in Nell's personal property. I don't know, guys, do you think? Nelly is just bad news. Are you also of the opinion that he could be cheating on Ashanti with his ex? I'm dying to know what you think, so drop those thoughts in the comments section below.